Okay. All right. Hopefully. Okay. And away we go. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hopefully stream is coming through well. During that whole intro, it just kept saying stream was unstable, but the bitrate was fine, so I wasn't sure what that meant, but I think everything's working. Hopefully. All right. Let's see here. Hey, you're at twice a week. You're making numbers. We're crawling back. We're crawling back. Ugh. Moon runes. I was gonna say. I think on average, I don't even think I average once a week, a year anymore. To be honest, I think I barely ever manage 3 times a week. At my best, at the peak of the streams. Nowadays I'm just tired, everybody. But I'm so tired. It's also 83 degrees in the room right now, which is making me exceptionally sleepy. Why it's 80 degrees is insane. And I don't think it should be. I think it should be outlawed by the laws of nature for it to be over 80 degrees in January. Let's see here. Okay. It was lagging at first, but stopped at okay, good. Okay, yeah. Okay, hopefully, if you're seeing this right away, we're free from lag. Yeah, when I start the timer, we'll get an idea of what lag looks like. But yeah. This is a good cryptid. Oh, you're in real human clothes. I know I had to be, well, this is real human clothes as in this is what I had to look like when I talk to Airbnb people. And I have a meeting again that I have to leave for. I have a meeting at 6:30 I have to go to, so it's a human clothes day instead of just a pajama robe day. Let's see. Geez, it's 34 here and about to snow for the rest. Oh my god, moon runes. That sounds so nice. What I would give right now for just a snow day where I have every justification to just stay in bed and read a book and have it just be snowing outside and I'm all bundled up. Ugh. I'm so envious of you, moon runes. I'm so envious of you. Oh shit. Did you have to go to a work meeting? Yeah. That was like all morning. I have the problem that I have with naps is I either feel more tired after, or I just feel like really crappy. Like it makes me feel sick for whatever reason. So I tried to like sneak in a 45-minute nap, and I didn't fall asleep, and I just woke up feeling groggy. So it didn't really do much for me. Um, but anyway. Um, why are you in long sleeves then? It's like a comfort thing. I think it's just like an Arizona thing. Used like wearing trench coats in like the 110-degree weather. I don't know. I like long clothes. I'm stubborn. It's winter. It is winter. I want to dress like it is winter. And everybody like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know what I'm trying to force my will for it to be winter on the world, I guess. Um, let's see here. I think it was a balmy 26. Um, this morning it was zero. Bold of you to assume we get a day off when it snows. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I know in winter it doesn't really happen that often, or at least in places where it's closed, or it's cold or snows often. Yeah, this morning the air hurt my face. It was no bueno, so it's real clothes. Blech. I'm so tired. Cold. It's real cold. Right, my work expects me to be there in level 2 emergency. Oh, great. Just like immediately. Um, that's me lately. I laid down and my heart rate is worse, so napping is currently out. Oh, Cryptid, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's rough. I'm trying to curmudgeon winter into happening. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Um, that is what I'm trying to do. I think that's probably the best way to put it. I'm literally just trying to grump make winter happen. Yeah, but hopefully I don't. Hopefully it'll be a chill weekend for everybody. Hopefully you get some rest, Cryptid. I know you're dealing with like health and chronic health shit, but do you end up at Moon Runes? Do you have to work through the weekend as well, or is it just through the week? Do you actually get weekends off? I never know with like some companies slash places of work are like, no, we're open 7 days a week. There is no 5-day work week. The lab is always open, even during road close. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so they get papers. Oh, they get papers to drive even if it's a blizzard. That just feels obscenely dangerous, though. I mean, I guess I get. I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's. Is it? Cryptid. I'm assuming it's a private lab, or is it publicly funded? Is it like a university funded lab, or like a federally funded lab? Because I do know that they can operate differently in terms of like a privately funded lab, but labs are kind of necessary, so I do get it. Thankfully, okay, good. Moon Runes. It's only Monday through Friday. That's great. Good. 8:30 to 5. Yeah, so it's like Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 job. Cool. So you get a win. So you're headed to the weekend, and it sounds like you get to go home early today, which is great. I have slept 3 whole days in a row. I'll have you know. Well, that's good, Crypto. I'm glad that you have slept. I'm practically healed. You just need to solve the heart racing when you lay down stuff. It is okay. That's why we have a Jeep 4-wheel drive. Yep. When I lived in Colorado, I had a Jeep. And I had chains because you had to have them. Yeah, it was like Moon Runes is like early start to the weekend, man. Moon Runes is on fire, just completely like knocking the word counts out, and gets an early weekend. I'm gonna vicariously live through you, Moon Runes. It's like, everything sounds so delightful. Um, Quest Diagnostics, so they're doing medical. Oh, Oh, okay, I think my buddy used to work. Do they have a facility in Colorado? I wonder. I think my old roommate actually worked for Quest for a long time when he was When he moved to New York, he changed. He works for a different place now, but I wonder if that sounds familiar. I wonder if he were. Yeah, I'd have to check. Um, I love this long weekend for you, Moon Runes. It's what you deserve. It is what Moon Runes deserves. This is like the perfect celebration for Moon Runes to she did so. Oh, good. Moon Runes is still. You're still on fire, Moon Runes. Amazing. They're everywhere. So yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I think my buddy used to work for Quest Diagnostics in Colorado. Because he worked for a private lab out there for years before he ended up moving before we moved him into his place in upstate New York. They're the biggest medical lab chain in the U.S. Yeah, okay, the only automated one in the country. I'm pretty sure that is it then. Yep. Moon Runes. Yeah, it was like Moon Runes is just on fire this week. Well, hopefully for today, Moon Runes. Uh, the good vibes and the fire continues on, or just take a day off, or during our sprints just relax, whatever you're feeling. You've more than earned an early weekend. I am so behind. I've been working like just trying to get this. I was supposed to have this script done the beginning of this year, and I'm so behind. I think I maybe totaled like 5 pages or 6 pages in the last like 2 days, in between like all the appointments and all the other shit I was doing. So I am very behind, and I'm playing catch up, and I'm probably gonna be playing catch up through the weekend. I'm also very tired because I had to be up. I had to be up early for my meeting, so it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna be writing off stream again, Cryptid. I have my notes for like my full projects up, but it'll be the NDA script I have to work on because I've got to get it done. It's pretty much become I have to get the script done before I can work on anything else kind of thing. They're not like breathing down my neck to get it, but I did promise this now like 2 weeks ago, and that's a little long for me to blow a deadline. So it's getting a little tense. You doing right tonight, or are you stuck in corpo? No. I did all my corpo work last night and today, and I'll be doing it over the weekend. So I'm gonna take it steady and see what happens. That seems fair, Moon Runes. I think that's the best way. See, that is a responsible way. Instead of like waking up being like, I'm gonna just keep the train going, being like, no, man, I'm just gonna feel it out, because then you can't disappoint yourself. You've already done so well. You're avoiding burnout. These are we should all be following Moon Runes right now, in terms of as an example, because that is a really good way to be like, just avoid burnout, just avoid the burnout. What are we doing? Deep breaths, warm overlord. You're gonna get through it. It's true. We will get through it. I'm very tired, and also just juggling a lot of quote unquote corpo work, and then like this stuff as well. So it's been a thing. That's okay as long as you're free from corpo. Yeah. For now, I mean, I have to have a updated cut to a video done on Monday. So, but I have the weekend to do that. When I should be writing the script. It's fine. I just gotta multitask. It's just multitasking, which I'm great at, by the way. If you want to talk to someone who's fantastic at multitasking, it's this guy. That was sarcasm, if you could tell, as I'm absolutely terrible at multitasking. Thanks, I'm exactly excited. I'm actually excited. Again, it's nice. That's good, Moon Runes. It just seems like everything's really clicking, and it's good. That's like half the battle, is just being excited and passionate again. Amazing. Are you taking notes, Muppet? That's true, yeah, right. You're so good at it, definitely, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I know how to. I'm a fantastic juggler. Anyway, okay, so I figure I did start late. It's already 4. I will be out. I'll probably have to wrap stream at 6, maybe a touch early. So we'll probably do 2 sprints today. So hopefully 2 sprints is good for everybody. But yeah, why don't we dive on in? Um, Me too. Definitely never messed that up once. Yeah, right. Yeah, I am definitely not a person who constantly leaves the stove on. I've put my phone in the refrigerator, y'all. Like I'm pretty sure half the time I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I just wander around aimlessly until something catches my attention and forces me to pay attention to it. That's okay. It's just nice to have you over. Yeah. Yep. I mean, hopefully 2 sprints will be enough for folks to, get some writing done, if they need some body doubling. So, all right, let's dive on in. I'm going to shift the music up, and then we'll just go ahead and rock and roll. Oh God, please don't tell me you have a gas stove. I do have a gas stove. I have notes on my stove to remind me to shut it off because I have a gas stove. So their precautions have been taken. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't happen. Sometimes. All right. Okay. Where are we at? We're all being honest here. All right, everybody's being honest. We're being honest here. Sometimes I have in the past left on a stove. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. All right, all right. Let's not go boob, okay? It would be very funny if that's just Twilight doesn't stream for I don't stream for like a month. No one hears from me, and then you just all read in the paper that some random apartment just exploded. This would be a crazy way to go. Or you get a message from me being like, "I'm homeless now. I left and came back, and my place had exploded." That's uh. That's funny. All right, let's dive on in. They just fixed that damn part. Please keep it in one piece. Yeah, that's how I'll stick it to my evil landlords. All right, pause you. Just boom. Yeah. Anyway, not funny. Don't do that. Don't leave your stove on, or just get an electric stove. Actually, you probably shouldn't leave that on either. All right. And shuffle. And away. Wait. Oh, God. You'd think I'd know how to do this at this point. There we go. All right. Happy writing, everybody. We will see you on the other side. And away we go. Alrighty. Hold on, let me turn the music down, but that is the end of our sprint. Alright, there we go. Let me start the down timer. If I can. Hold on, what's happening? What's happening? There we go. Down timer is down. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-doom. Ghostly children wear. But congrats, kids are asleep. That's huge. Congrats on that. You're doing a pitch. You're celebrating by, or you've got a pitch written. Got it. Okay. Many a Muppet noise net. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Well, kids are asleep. That is well worth a celebration and a party. So rock on. I have 2 more pitches written, but they need tweaking to be dual dual POV. Okay. Interesting. That's pitches. I don't know how like novel pitches work, but I am the worst at pitches, man. That I'm just not good at it. But that's amazing. So well done, kids are asleep. It's a massive victory. Many a Muppet noise. Yeah, it's the kind of day you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot of Muppet noises. I'm tired. It's over 80 degrees. I'm grumpy. Ghostly, hey, Ghostly has a question. Yes, Ghostly. What is thy question? Novel pitches are basically like, yeah, okay, yeah, the backup look. Oh God. Ghostly locked in on that one. I mean, I assume it's a drink. It's a drink. I assume it's a kids are asleep. So it has a celebratory drink, or maybe not. Yeah, it was coming. It's very funny. Maximum Muppet. Moonroots just comes. What did I come back to? My God. That's funny. I knew it was coming. There it is. A cocktail containing Kahlua, vodka, Irish cream, amaretto, and a whole milk. There you go. I can see why that is a celebratory drink. That's like that sounds delicious, but also intense. It's like a highly alcoholic, like a highly like a milkshake. Like one of my favorite things, this is like old school, but one of my favorite things was like an alcoholic milkshake. There was a period. I went through a period in my life where I had a lot of spiked milkshakes. It's very good. Sounds kind of good though. Yeah, no, it sounds delicious. Dear God, the lactose. It's fine. It's delicious. I have churro Baileys, so it has that extra cinnamon goodness. Oh, that sounds delightful. The kids are asleep. Well done. Well, that's a good drink. It also is a drink. I'd say that's a drink worthy of that name too. That 100% is just like a purely decadent drink. Sounds like it would kill my lightweight self. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, the migraine I would get from that. Yeah. It's. I mean, if anything triggers it, but if it doesn't, that's a hell of a drink. Ghostly gets drunk on Dayquil. Dayquil will hit me about 10 times harder than like alcohol will. Although to be fair, kids are asleep's mixed drink would knock me on my ass. I just can't tolerate sugar like that. But I would drink it. It would definitely be like I have one and then I'm gonna suffer for it. But it sounds delicious. Kids asleep. It's all good, folks. I'm sitting down. That's great. That's classic. Dayquil definitely makes me feel out of body. Yeah, that stuff messes me up, man. I almost never take Dayquil or NyQuil when I'm sick because that stuff really messes me up. I have had more intense experiences on Dayquil than I've ever had on drugs. Like illegal drugs. I will be telling my wife to take my phone from me on my birthday. I have too many men. Oh shit. Oh, that's funny. That's that's funny. Goddamn, Ghostly. That's uh smart move though, Ghostly. That is a smart move. Definitely. If that is a concern, I'm assuming you're speaking in regards to your 21st. That is a good move. Definitely have them take your phone away. Uh, it's the sugar that gets me. So many cocktails are very neat. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, most of my friends go drink at tiki bars, so like I'm the weirdo who's usually only having beer, and I get judged for it. It's like the only time I've been to a bar where I get judged for just having a beer. But like, you want to talk about sugar and cocktails, man? Tiki drinks are on another plane of existence. Um, that's true, you do. The only drink I can drink without grimacing, if made right, is our amaretto sour. Okay, nice, nice. That's a good one too. I'll do like a I'll do oh god, what's uh oh god, it's like the James Bond one. But I do it with all like a dirty martini, like because it's salty. It's got like olive juice and things like that. Like I that's pretty good. Dayquil straight up puts me in a Pink Floyd song comfortably numb. Yeah, kids are asleep. 100%. Yep. Yep. Uh, I don't fucking trust my my lightweight self, nor should you. It's definitely if you are going to imbibe on your birthday, I would absolutely tell you not. Yeah, I would be like, yeah, see how you tolerate it. Um, Although you can get some funny things. I've had my friends send me back some very funny drunk texts. God, where what did one? I remember in college, one of my friends sent me a thing because they were concerned about me being. We had a bar on campus, and they were worried about me getting home. And I guess I texted back to them at one point and said, "Cars, those are a thing." So I assume I almost got run over walking back to my apartment. But like sometimes there's some there you can have some fun. I have commanders in there, old flames, new flames, way too many drill sergeants. Yeah, that's dangerous, Ghostly. I would definitely. It's this seems to be a wise decision, and that's only my contacts, not even Discord, or the few socials Ghostly has. That is true. That is true. It maybe it is wise. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm definitely in support of having your friend be monitoring the phone. The face I just made. Um, I like a very good botanical gin like Grey Whale. Oh, nice. Yeah, gin's good. I can do it, or a nice whiskey if beer, then a Belgian white or shandy. Shandy's good, bruh. Bruh, I drink in the safety of my home. I was in my youth. Okay, I was young. I was in college. And we were also one of the only colleges that had a bar on campus. And it just got grandfathered in because the school was that old and the bar was that old. But I mean, they used to feed us pitchers because it was Fort Collins, Colorado, and we had more microbreweries than I think at the time I was there than any other city per capita. There was like a ton of them, so it was just we had like the best beer. So I would just get pitchers of beer by myself. It was a good time. It was a good time, and then I would just go home and take a nap, and then wake up and like do homework and stuff. I have walked home drunk from the sushi restaurant with housemates so many times in my 20s. Hell yeah. Ah, youth. Yeah, that's good. That's a nothing beats like eating a bunch of really good sushi and then also being a little tipsy. It's good times. They made a very mean Tokyo tea. Oh, that's good. Same. College was a time for me, Moon Runes. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember getting so lit that I threw up all night at my friend's dorm and then walked home. Woo! When the sun came up like nothing was wrong. Dude, remember when you were like, uh, uh, do you remember, dude, people born in 2002 are 24. This is weird, dude. Oh, God, don't talk to me about that, man. This makes me sad. Ugh. I don't want to think about that. Ah! It just makes me sad. Um, but remember, like that was a thing when you were younger, and like you really could bounce back. You could just get absolutely trashed and bounced back like nothing. What? Ugh, man. When I was like 20, between 21 and honestly pretty much 21 to my late 20s, I just like, yeah, I literally could just drink. I could be out drinking and then go to work with like a 3 hour, like I just hard fell asleep for 3 hours and would wake up and just drink like a Gatorade and go to work. It was nuts. Oh God, yeah, no, yep. Um, because we all definitely started drinking at 21 and not a day earlier. That's true. I actually didn't. I actually did not. I was not a. I went to one high school party where I remember smoking my pipe and drinking a glass of scotch. I was such a pretentious little asshole. Like, I went to a crazy college party and I was just like, I don't need to drink to be cool. And just like drink. I think I drank like a tiny little bit of scotch and smoked my pipe. That's what I did. But I actually didn't start drinking until I was 21. Wild. That might be wild, but I actually didn't. I did, although there were accidental points where, like, my mom would put spiked lemonade in the fridge and my friends and I would drink it, and she would come home and we would all be plastered, but that's different. That wasn't, like, intentional drinking. That was just us mixing up which thing we were allowed to drink out of. I used to party at a barn house in the middle of Now College. That was a time. Barn house, dude, old schoolhouse parties is what we had. It was, like, punk shows and that. That was good times. We used to pull the bridge up so the cops couldn't deliver noise complaints. Yeah, ours was out in the middle of nowhere, so no one was ever going to call the cops. My baby brother is going to be 25 next month, and I'm not okay. Oh, God, Moon Runes, I'm sorry. That's awful. Ugh. Ugh. I'm starting to have that with my nieces. My nieces are already, like, getting into, like, upper elementary school, and I'm like, I don't like this at all. I'm sorry, Ghostly's been talking to someone who was born in '02, and today was his birthday, and I'm having a hard time grasping we're pretty much the same age. That's weird. Welcome to your 20s, Ghostly. Yeah, once you're in your 20s, it's just it's a bracket category now. Because we're all I couldn't bounce back like this. I would just die. I would die as well. I was able to. I mean, it's just a lot harder, but I still will go out and have a late night. There's a lot more prep and aftercare I have to do to even be able to function by 8 a.m. the next morning, and usually the rest of the day is just pain. But it does not hit the same. Just like a Ghostly. Of course you did. You fucking hipster. It's true. I did. It's true. I did. That hipster was not even a term when that happened, Ghostly. That's how old I am. Hipster was not a term when I was doing that in high school. You would have fit into my art school. I know. I was the only one of my friends who didn't go to the art school. All of my friends went to the, like, crappy, weird, like, bizarre inner city art school in Phoenix, Arizona, and I was the only one that had to go to a regular public school, and I was forever pissed off about it. I was always mad about that. Like, all of my best friends, literally half of my exes, like, everybody came from this one art school in downtown Phoenix. And, like, like, it just upsets me that I had to go to, like, the normie school. Ugh. I'm surprised I didn't get expelled. Sensei, you're such a pretentious asshole. I love you so much. Thank you, Ghostly. Thank you. Same. I didn't drink until I was like 22, I think. Yeah, I didn't. I started late. I was not an early drinker. I might have started at 60. Don't worry about it. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Most of my friends were drinking in their teens. My college was something. Yeah. I definitely took out a lot of... I definitely did a lot of my... yeah. How many times I would drink and then, like, wind up, like, in a snowbank. I did some wacky shit. Yeah, it was a time, Moon Runes. I feel like, yeah, it was wild. I definitely got up to some shenanigans. And train hopping. Definitely, I do not recommend that. If there was anything I did that I'd be like, this is the dumbest thing I have ever done in my life, it was being drunk and train hopping. I can stay up late, not while drinking. Insomnia is easy, drinking is hard. Yeah. Drinking, So it depends. I have like there's two ways it goes now. There's I start drinking and I get sleepy and then I pass out, or sometimes it like that euphoric second wind happens and then I'm up all night. We had Quidditch tournaments on the front lawn and someone would definitely be running around in a chicken costume. Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Yep. Yep. We didn't do Quidditch things, but it was very similar. There was a few times where I was like in a swimming suit diving into snow banks. Um well, we were playing like hockey or something like that. But like without skates, like on our with our just our feet running around on ice. We were so stupid. It was so dumb. Ugh, anyway. You jump from loving trains like the movies while drunk? What are you? I used to train hop quite a bit, Ghostly. Yeah, not like not drunk. Sometimes it would happen when I would be drunk, which was the dumbest. I should like that. You should die. Like that's not a good thing to do. I mean, train hopping's not a good thing to do either, but much more competent in my ability to hop trains sober. But yeah, I used to hop trains from time to time. I actually made a short film about it when I was in college about hopping trains. Um, do do do. See, I always drank with the band I was in at the bar. Yeah, see, that's way cooler, Cryptid. You were like in a punk band. You were in like a band and hanging out in a barn. See, this is badass. So someone always let me crash in their bed. I was never woken up or I wasn't supposed to be. That's anywhere. That's great. See, that's badass, Cryptid. That's cool. I was usually designated driver for the band thing for band things. Yeah, that's some person. I was never that person, but yeah, I always felt usually the person who was the designated driver was the person who did not like to drink. Um, so I hopefully but sometimes it's just the person who gets stuck with the job. We had a bonfire once that was taller than the 3-story farmhouse, and I still don't know how the fire. That is impressive. Yeah, the only time I've done the bonfire was the behind the theater bonfire, and they definitely called the fire department on that. Someone broke their arm during Quidditch and walked himself to the hospital. That was like a 5-minute walk. He's like, I gotta go, and just left. It was crazy. That is nuts. Also, I guess it was good that you were like doing all this nonsense a 5-minute walk away from the hospital, which is funny. That's great. That's funny. Sensei, explain to me right now, did you jump off moving trains? Like the roofs? What the fuck? That's a thing? Ghost like, no, Ghostly, there's ways to climb up onto the roof that hang off the side by the doors of the compartment. So usually trains have to slow down when they come into a town. So if you catch them when they're slowing down, you can just run alongside them, grab onto it, climb up, and either, if they're not locked, usually the caboose isn't locked, you can just go into the back caboose. I mean, sometimes you see people sleeping in there. Or, yeah, you ride up on top. Sometimes I would just ride it into school. I would literally just hop on the train and ride it down the tracks towards where the campus was and then hop off. The hardest part is honestly hopping off, because you have to, get your feet moving in the air so you don't just fall face down on the thing. Anyway, I should not be explaining this. It's an illegal thing. You should not be doing it. This is technically illegal. Don't do that. Anyway, listen, I was cool. We're all still cool. All right, everybody, we were all still cool. Yeah. It's okay. You're in good company. Yeah, it was like, we're all cool. None of this, we used to be cool. God damn it, we're cool. We've all aged like fine wine. And we're still cool, god damn it. That has to be the nerdiest hospital. Yeah, the nerdiest hospital. I mean, it's nerdy, but kind of badass. Oh, so you were like a hobo. What did you think I was? Oh, Ghostly. No, please. I need the notes. I thought you were running across the top of trains, like jumping from a car, like you were Indiana Jones. I mean, you can do that if you want. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. But no, like, yeah, you would just, unless you needed to. But very rarely do you want to go running on top of a train. That's like, even if you're train hopping, that's dangerous. Like, that, unwise. Particularly because the tracks are not smooth. Yeah, I was just hoboing it. That's what I was doing. Yep. That Ghostly, that's fine. All right. Okay, let's dive into our next sprint. Now that Ghost is like, oh, that's right. Sensei was just a hobo. All right, let's dive on back into our sprint. This will probably be the last sprint since it's already 5, and I have to be out at 6. So we're going to do one more sprint. So happy writing, everybody. And we will see you on the other side. And, yeah. All right, happy writing, everybody. Away we go. Oh man, and the sprint is over. Good lord, good lord. Where did the time go? Okay, all right. I'm 30 pages into a 90-page script. Ugh, God. Ugh, I need to get this done. Well, hopefully it was a good sprint for y'all. I was able to actually get a decent amount done today, more than I thought I was, but it's just slow going, man. I will say this, as this being this, particularly since this is my first time not writing something that's my own, that's essentially I had something handed to me and it was just like, make this not terrible, by another writer, which also wasn't terrible. It wasn't a terrible script, but it's like I thought it would go faster, but it's actually taking me longer because I'm having to like take other people's ideas and kind of reconfigure and restructure them and then add like, what I assume is the reason why they gave me this to begin with. My own flair and kind of build out the weaker parts of it. But anyway, it's actually a lot more time consuming than I thought it was going to be. And clearly it's causing problems, but I was able to actually, got to page 30, so I'll take that. Old man, I love your work, period. Fan of you, not just because of, oh, thank you, Ghostly. It is interesting. I have my, my best friend who did all the art stuff for who did all the monsters and the masks and all that for not all of them but some of them, and some of the eyeball monsters for my movie, who if you are all watching Fallout season 2, you will see her handiwork in all the actual practical armor suits and the guns, because she did all those props, or at least was the painter on all those props. But her favorite script of mine is the cyberpunk rom-com. Ghostly's favorite is Schism. I do like that. I'm spreading it around, so it's everyone's got their favorite, which I do appreciate. Let's see. I'd say I was productive, but it was a bold-faced lie. I did fact check. Hey, that's productive, Cryptid. That's all that matters. That is still productive. I chilled for the rest of the stream. I mean, Moon Runes, you have earned more than earned the ability to just coast, just fly, like soar on that magic carpet with that forever burning flame. Moon Runes, you have earned it. You just ride the glory of just being on fire. Congrats, man. I hope you have some cocoa with the snowstorm. Exactly. Yep. Oh shit, that's yeah. She's very proud of it. I'm glad she's anytime in the industry today someone's actually getting a win, it's like a big thing. So the fact that she is finally getting to do props and fabrication, which is something that she has wanted to do for a long time, makes me very happy. I love getting to see it actually work for people that I love. Please tell her work is incredible. I will express it. Yeah, she's very very proud of her work, which she should be, because it's all practical. It's all painted by hand. It's fantastic stuff. Yes, your famous friend, my biggest fan, added that to my wiki. That's right, Ghost. I forgot that. Yes, you've added that. That she is the one who is utterly fascinated with Ghostly and the bear beanie. She's the one who's just like, who finds it absolutely fascinating. But she was also the one who had to deal with me wearing a bear beanie for a month and a half. I'm researching billionaire romances. Oh my god, billionaire romances? And more than many kinds of romances that really seem to only have a few plots. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. I just edited one of these, can't confirm. Really, Cryptid? That's crazy. It's wild. I want to write a millionaire romance for this next book because it feels right, but none of these plots work. Oh boy. She hand painted all the armor. Well, like the not the main suit, not the power armor, but the other, like the armor that's in a bunch of the flashbacks. Yeah, they paint all that stuff by hand. Hopefully this is not a spoiler, but there's like brain chip things that people wear, that even like animals wear. Those are all hand painted, that she painted as well. She is a powerhouse. Yeah, I mean, it's her and a team, but she's one of the lead painters. If you need a hand, feel free to DM or shoot an email. Oh yeah, for sure. I've never even heard of these. It sounds wild. This is just in the plotting stage, yeah. Yep. I just like a millionaire romance. Billionaire romances. Is this a genre? Am I understanding what? Okay, it's a whole. Okay, thank you, kids. Seriously, it's a whole subgenre. Okay, wild. Does this come from like the wealthy? Was this a subgenre that spawned out of like why all these like in romance novels like someone is always usually very wealthy, or I guess like from the like 50 Shades of Grey slash I assumed the Cullens were wealthy by being vampires in the Twilight series, but like from those books, like everybody always seems to have money. I'm assuming, is that where that came from? Of course, happy to okay, 50 Shades of One example. Okay, yeah. It just always seems like there was always someone's always got a lot of money. Even if it's not about money, someone's always got money. That's I like cowboy romances as a guilty pleasure. That's amazing. Cowboy romances? All right. That sounds badass. I will never remember. I will never forget one time in Mexico. I was there was always book trades. So anytime you come into a port, so this would have been in San Carlos or La Paz, because we had bounced between mainland and Baja. But there's always like shops where they have like books, and it was one of the drop a book that you read off, pick a book up. And the ones that were in English, and there was one book that was called Gladiator, and I was just like, Gladiator had just come out. I was like a kid, and I was like, yeah, Gladiator. That was like, I'm like this little kid, I'm like probably 12, like probably 10 or 11 years old, and I am just reading. I get this Gladiator book, and it is just the smuttiest, horniest book ever. It is so wildly just, all it is just like sex scene after sex scene with the occasional like blood sport moment. And so I'm just like this kid just like, what the fuck is all this? Anyway, yeah, that was my experience with romance novels. I was a kid. I was expecting, I had seen Ridley Scott's Gladiator. That's what I was expecting. Something like that. Not, I mean, it's fine. I didn't end up hating it, but I was like 10 years old. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Basically thinking your plot could work if you pack a millionaire plot into another plot. Okay, I love this for you. It's charming as hell. I love that, Moon Runes. Cowboy romance also fits. That's also really cinematic. I mean, Jesus. Like, half Westerns feel like they're functionally romances. Yeah, it's a secondary plot I'm looking for. I have a character shapes, yeah. I like me some cowboy romances too. Cough, cough, Virgil. Ghostly wants my cowboy horror movie to become a cowboy romance. That's very funny. I do need to go back and rework that script. That script is due a rewrite for sure. It's once I finally catch up on everything, that'll be a part of it, because that is where Virgil was born. I don't want to do fake dating. This isn't Boston area or Nanny. Oh my god. Is the Nanny. That's like the Housemaiden? I don't know. I heard that movie is wild, and the book it's based off is also wild. Sigh, it's been too long, yes, since I spoke his name. It has been a while since you have talked of the Virgil. That's true, because there is no Virgil in the NDA script I'm working on, which is too bad. Well, there is a Virgil in another NDA script I'm working on, but the one I'm currently working on does not have a Virgil, sadly. We'll see if I can sneak one in, but it's not as fun. But there is a Virgil in the other one I'm working on. Mine was a workplace romance. It needed a lot of work. I think it depends on the overtone you want. Yeah. What did you expect? It's Rome. They work in the same building. It's not a workplace. Otherwise, maybe a Cinderella situation. Okay. Have you seen any of the history of Pompeii? Well, yeah, I'm aware of that, but not when I was like 9 or 10. Pompeii is a wild place. So many big penis statues. Pompeii is, yeah. Some of the art in Pompeii is crazy. Same. I dig a cowboy romance. That's why we dig the Fallout series. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Fallout would be there. Yeah. Romans considered penis statue to be apotropaic? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Averting Evo. Okay, because Evo would get distracted by staring at big penis. That's funny. I like the logic behind it. I mean, who are we to tell them they're wrong? Ghostly, there is. You're talking about the Virgil? Oh, yeah, the Virgil. What is he like? Sensei, you cannot dangle this carrot. Sensei, you cannot dangle this carrot. Anyway, that's going to be the end of stream, I think. I co-wrote a romance script that was produced. Hell yeah, Mookie Mac. Mookie, but all happens on a ranch. That's badass. Okay, bear back. Time for more booze. Well, we're ending stream, so I've actually got to run. So, yep, it's the end of stream. I have to go. I have another work thing I have to go do that I have to be at 6:30. So I am running. Ghostly, I hate you. I will talk about the NDA Virgil when the time is right. When I can hint at the Virgil, but I did sneak a Virgil in. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Oh boy. Here we go. Ghostly's. This is how Ghostly tries to guilt trip me. Sorry, we're all very chatty today. It was a good time. This has been great. So thanks for having me. Putting up with me having to cancel yesterday. Oh, good news before I do end stream though. Day one of my either I go play with blocks or I'm being lobotomized, whatever the hell is happening next week, got canceled and got pushed to Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm out. But Tuesday is free now, so I will be able to stream on Tuesday before I get disappeared. Once they decide that I am indeed a hazard. So yeah, we'll get y'all get one last stream with me before I get black bagged by a bunch of psychiatrists. Yeah, until I get put into the van. Exactly. Love you, Sensei. Have a great meeting. Thank you so much. All right. Yes. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Moonrunes, celebrate massive victory. And we'll meet you all. We'll all hang out again next Tuesday. But no. Luckily, not ice. Yeah, that's not happening. Well, yeah. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, they just fucking. They're not gonna black bag me. They're just gonna shoot me. But no, that will not be. Yeah, no. This is like a psychiatry thing I'm going to that I have to be at for like 3 days. So maybe I've finally gone insane. Who knows? All right. Anyway, love you all. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. Stay safe out there for everybody, and we'll catch you all on Tuesday and celebrate your wins. Ghostly, go enjoy your newfound wizard powers. Encrypted, feel better. I hope you feel better. And kids are asleep. Congrats on the book.